It's me, Dan's Monsters, back again, drawing some of these horrible, monstrous monstrosities live on screen. Well, it's not live. I suppose it was when I did it. Sorry about the lighting with this one, by the way. I have no idea what happened. I think I'm just rubbish. Here I am again with the good old Pilot Parallel pen with its waterproofing. I'm not going to keep repeating myself about this because it's just fantastic. I love it. And here we're going to be drawing a sort of Cyclopsy, many-toothed, sluggy bleh kind of thing. Brilliant, brilliant. And I'm really chuffed with how this one turned out. This came from a sketchbook, a tiny little sketchbook, and it was originally going to be one of my sketch cards of doom, which I'll talk about in a second. But I decided to make this sort of postcard-sized one as a bit of an experiment that came out really, really well. Now, sketchbooks. What do people do with the sketchbooks? You see, I just throw mine away after a while, and it horrifies people when I tell them. Because they just take up... there's nothing in there. Once I've got the sketches in, and I take those sketches out to make something bigger with them, they seem a bit pointless. I don't really go back and look at them. I found a box full of them not a couple of months ago that I just put into the recycle bin. But some people seem to keep them all lined up like a big set of books. But I don't necessarily want to be reminded about some rubbish that I did. I like to kind of move forward a bit. So, yeah, I just don't keep them. Straight into the recycle bin to turn into another sketchbook that I'll probably buy. Ooh, just have a brew. 1 second. Cheers, Paul. Black coffee worship. This is the Nordic blend. It's very good. Check out his stuff. I'll put some links in the description. So that's where I just get rid of them. So, some people don't, some people do. I do. I've been doing a bit of writing as well, and trying to design a comic. I've tried comics before. I've never been very good at them. I do love comics. I don't read as many as I used to. I really struggle to find anything that I like, certainly from any of the big titles. And there are horror comics out there, but there's not a lot of them. I don't know, they don't seem to appeal to me. I always loved the Mike Mignola or the Tyler Crook and Colin Bunn stuff. I really, really love all that. And obviously, as I said before, the Guy Davis stuff. But I really struggle to find a comic, a horror comic. If anybody's got any ideas, send them to me. But I really struggle to find a horror comic that I like. So I thought, I need to try something myself, a bit of sort of action, bit of horror. There is an artist called Warwick Cadwell Johnson, who many years ago I picked up some little A5 sketchbooks. Not A5 sketchbooks, A5 comics, just a few pages that he did, and they're absolutely fantastic and they really inspired me. And I did do a couple of comics after that, but I've not touched anything for a long time. So maybe something's coming up. I don't know. I'll have to say. Well, look at that texture. That is my black ink pot that I use for all the black paint and ink that I always use, and it's got about an inch worth of dried paint in it. Now I'm using crumpled up paper here and some, I think it's acrylic black paint. It's just some black paint that I will have found. Watering it down, scrumping up that paper in different ways and just chucking it in. I wanted this to be quite grimy and grungy. And at first I thought, I've added too much there, it's gone a bit wrong, but as I went along it worked. I thought it just worked perfectly. I'll be posting some of the other monster pictures that I've done on Substack, and I posted an article a few days ago about how on Substack, which I really like, it's much better than Facebook and it's miles better than Instacrap. There isn't a lot of horror on there. There's a lot of horror, great horror authors, horror articles, monster articles, spooky stuff. There's a lot of writing, which I suppose is what it's for, but there's not much horror art, I thought. And I made an article about how there just doesn't seem to be a lot. In fact, there's not really a lot of art on there. There is, but the notes part of it seems to be taking over that. If you don't know what I mean, check out dansmonsters.substack.com or go and have a look at Substack. I really recommend it because it is a great place to go. It's much better than anywhere else at the moment. It may very well change, but we'll wait and see. Now I've got a bit of an ink wash going on here, using the acrylic paint and adding a bit more sort of watercolour to it. This is basically, I was giving it a grey underwash. And look, not the child's set. I suppose that actually may be a child's watercolour set. I can't remember. I think I got it cheap from the works. Yeah, if I remember rightly. I don't know why I didn't use my child's blue colour set. I probably couldn't find it. So yeah, adding a coloured wash here. Just going for it. Like you do. As you can see, the paper started soaking in a bit too much, and I should have really put some masking tape around this while I painted. But again, I forgot. Here we go with the markers again, adding a bit more grey, trying to get those teeth to pop out a little bit more. Where was I? Anyway, what was I talking about? Substack. So, yeah, Substack doesn't have a lot of horror art on it. So, I'm going to be posting a lot more on Substack of individual images. I'm going to be posting some of my back catalogue of work that I've done. So if you want to check it all out, check out dansmonsters.substack.com. And also possibly try to do another channel maybe showing some horror artists that I like, that I found, that I discovered. I'm doing a bit of research on that at the moment, so wait and see on that. Oh look, watercolour wash. Now these watercolours are, you can see how much of the black I've used, are awful. But they sort of like almost got hardly any colour to them. But I kind of like that because it makes everything a very light wash, so you don't get rid of any of the details. And they are just, you add water to them. I mean, you add water to them, the water disappears in about 3 seconds. I don't know why. Probably because they're cheap, I would have thought. So there you go. I've been doing some more of the sketch cards of Doom, which you will see over on Substack. Plenty of plans to do with that one. I'm going to try and do a sort of top trumps set. I'm not sure how to do it yet. I'm probably going to have to. I'm no graphic designer, but there are a couple of people I could ask about how to do that. Because I've been asked about using the cards for card games, and I really don't know how to approach that. I'm not a particular gamer. I don't do tabletop games very often. I've certainly haven't done them for years. I like them. I like the aesthetic about them, and I like the people who do them, but it's just not something I've ever really got into. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing a bit of a card set maybe. We need to have a think about that one. Again, check out the Substack, keep you posted. I might make a little video of me trying to design the cards on here as well. Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Oh, I also had some beer called Outpost 31, which was based obviously on The Thing. Oh, I'm gonna have another drink. Throat's going. Oh, hang on. It was like an American hops thing. It had mango, I think, and coconut. It was a bit weird, like The Thing, I suppose. Ha! But yeah, it was a little bit strange. I couldn't drink a lot of it. Anyway, I don't know why I mentioned that. I've been dying to mention something about it ages. I'll find a photo and put it up on here. So keep an eye on the Substack and I'll do some more updates about that. So obviously, as you can see, I use the alcohol markers to add the colour on top. And like I said to you before, I think this really works well. That red isn't as faded here. For some reason, the lighting has really washed everything out. I don't know. I have no idea why. I don't know what I did. I must have put the light in the wrong place. Won't be doing that again. So yeah, here we are with the gel pen, adding a little bit more detail. I love the detail on the bottom right hand side. Oh, look, here I go again. I'm off. More of it. Look at it. That texture at the bottom there just is like, oh, chef's kiss for some reason. I don't know how I managed it. Look, because that's what it's all about when you're making these things. I mean, like I always say, the bloody monsters. You can do anything you damn well like with them. And boy, did it look out here. I think it just seems to... Oh, camera went then. I was obviously too vigorous with my stamping there. Oh, don't want to be doing that again, do we? So, next, where have I gone? I'm going to do the... I bought a... what's it called? A little light box. Except I have a massive, big, chunky light box. It's about 3 inches thick. I found this one on eBay. Look at it. It's like something from space. It was incredible. Look at that. Wow. I was very, very impressed with this light box. I can tell you, it's a bit of scrap paper. Ooh. And it doesn't take up any space, and it doesn't take any plug sockets because it's on a USB. Loved it. So I really like doing. I'm going to try and use some spray paint on some bigger pieces soon, but obviously making these little templates over the top of them. They're not templates, are they? Cutouts, so that I can throw the splattering paint over everything. I think you're going to try and see me cut some stuff here. What am I going? Where have I gone again now? Oof, I don't know. Oh, I watched Censor as well this weekend, a British horror movie. It was weird. Very weird. Not what I expected, but very, very good. It did completely throw me, but anyway. Yeah, I recommend it to everybody. Great film. If you like David Lynch, it'll be right up your street. I am 100% sure about that. So as you can see, getting the splatter paint ready here, and all the other usual sort of stuff. So we are nearly at the end of this, I believe. So I am just going to give you... Well, I'm just going to say thanks, obviously. I hope you enjoyed this. The final image will be coming up soon. And I hope you enjoy my sort of ramblings away. Oh, I need another drink. I'll be back hopefully in a couple of weeks. With some more mad monster drawings. And I'm trying to get these together a bit better. I don't know. I can't talk for this long, I don't think. Maybe I should start having a beer whilst I'm doing it. If you want to see more of the stuff, obviously like, subscribe, hit that notification button. All the links will be in the description, but keep an eye on my socials for the updates. I'm not on Twitter or Facebook, but Instagram, Dance Monsters. You can check all the latest up, like I said, at dancmonsters.substack.com. And if you feel like supporting me, you can do it Ko-Fi, Dance Monsters. All the links will be along the way. And as I always say, big thanks to Torso for the intro and outro music. Big thanks to Myths and Monsters for the accompanying background music. Thanks again, everybody. Bye!